Okay. Good morning, everybody. Where is my specs gone? Yeah. Which is the students, huh? Okay. Good morning, everybody. This is Afreen. This is Afreen. Dynamic. Okay. Dynamic. Okay. Okay, fine. Dynamic, there at a time there are 15, 20. Okay. Okay, everybody, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I hope you can hear me. Okay. They can hear me.
Yes, sir.
60 Infotech. How many are there? Hey, 60 Infotech. You are what? Houseful or what? Harsha? Harsha? Where is Harsha? I'm not able to see Harsha.
Sir.
Harsha? Let me connect it. Great. I can see Shishti Infotech. I can see Dynamic Infotech. Very good. Then who is this? Local user? Some student, huh? Okay. Great. Great. Okay. Welcome to batch 2 of the orientation, all of you. I would like to tell you how the whole thing will start. Yes, Mr. Suresh, please welcome, join. Welcome. As far as batch 2 is concerned, you have to understand. First, I would like to tell you batch 2 is a bit of a different story. Batch 2 will not go as batch 1. Now, batch 1 was basically a pilot project wherein we did a lot of correct things. We did learn a lot of things from batch 1. So batch 2 is going to be very effective. The basic, mantra of batch 2 is placement, which was not the strong mantra in batch 1. Now, batch 2, we are going to start the batch from tomorrow, but we are also going to start making the database of placement. Now, when I say database of placement, let me tell you, students, there are a couple of things which you have to understand. We don't tell that you will be guaranteed placement. We will get you interviews and you have to clear those interviews and get a job. So you have to understand that is how the whole thing has to happen. Hello? I'm busy. Hello? Hello? Hello?
No. Is that audible?
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Yes, so students have to understand one thing. We will provide you opportunities, and those opportunities has to be encashed. Now, you have to understand there are two things which you have to understand. One is communication, other is technology. Now, when I say communication, basically you have to understand communication means speaking English. Why I say speaking English? Because whenever you join an organization, we cannot talk a local language there, because in an organization, there will be people coming from all over India. Now, all over India means there are about 27 to 28 languages. It is not possible for anybody to understand all the 28 languages. So the common language is English. Now, in this 4.5-month session, you will be basically learning English also to communicate in English. Not learning English, communicate in English. And you will be basically linked with technology. The two most important thing which is required in today's placement. If you are missing out on these two aspects, placement is an issue. You will not get placed. So in the next 4 to 4.5 months, you will be basically trained to work in a corporate. Now, how will you be trained to work in a corporate? You will be taken through a course which you have chosen, and this course will be taught in the fashion of theory, practical, application, simulation, role play, and viva. Now, your actual starts from tomorrow. That is, all your L1 will start taking class from tomorrow. And you have to be available from tomorrow on a daily basis. Don't miss out any classes, because the course itself is a tight course. Okay, you all have chosen some courses, but we will be giving you training in all additional courses, because in an interview, you cannot say that I have chosen AI with Python or I have chosen SAP. Ask me questions only on SAP. And organization will not ask questions as per your need. They will ask questions as per their need. You have to understand that very carefully. So we will teach you everything, and L2 will teach you your course. There are 3 levels of teaching. You have to understand. One level is L1, which is IIT, IIM, professors and domain experts. L2 is people, those who work in the domain. For example, SAP. There'll be one professor who is going to teach you SAP. And there will be a L1 level which will teach you all things including SAP. So you have to understand, they are basically preparing you for an interview. They are preparing you to crack an interview. So please understand, there will be one L1 who will only teach you how to talk. The L2 will teach you session and also help you to give presentations, PowerPoint presentations, which you will see now. You will see PowerPoint presentation, how it is given, as I am giving a PowerPoint presentation to you in the orientation. So you have to understand, students, we are going to teach you both theory, practical, application, simulation, role play, everything. And in this 4.5 months, you have to be made employable. That is very, very important. You have to make it very, very clear. So the language is English, communication, and linked to technology. These are the 2 things you have to keep in mind when you are going through these sessions. The L1 session will be predominantly a online session, but L2 will be a session where professors are going to come and teach you. People are going to come and teach you their physical classes. So because it is very difficult to bring a president of Wipro to come and do classes offline, it is very costly, we cannot afford them, and neither they have the time. But they will be taking online classes, and wherever you are, all across, they are, wherever they are, even if they are traveling, they will see to it that they take up classes. So that is one thing which the IIT IM professors, in fact, couple of them, you can see their profile by clicking tonixx.com. You will see what is the profile of each and every expert which you are going to learn on. Okay, great. Now I will start my slide wherein you will see what is this course all about. This is an orientation program which I have designed for you, basically for you. Everybody is there? Yeah. Oh, great. Ashwin is missing. Okay. Okay, great. So let us start. Starting? Okay. So since it is batch 2, it's first and foremost thing is the mission. What is our mission? How we are teaching you, what is it that we have designed for you? So our mission is to make the most of our human talent. Who is a human talent? You are the human talent. And potential, inform, educate, and inspire people to reach their professional goals. What is your professional goals? Your professional goal is to get the best of the jobs. If Satya Nadella has gone to the top, Sundar Pichai has gone to the top, Narayan Murthy has gone to the top, Mr. Arun Kohli has gone to the top. If you see these names, they are all presidents and owners of the company today. Sundar Pichai owns Microsoft, right? Satya Nadella, Google, right? Narayan Murthy at one time used to head Infosys. Mr. Arun Kohli heads Morgan Stanley. So these are companies which is the most aspirated companies. And if you see their background, these people came from a district like you. They all hailed from small districts. But they had two things very clear in their mind. One is they used to communicate very well, and second is they were always linked to technology. And see where they have reached. So my dear friends, you can also reach the big apple. Nobody can stop you. It is all in your hands. You have to be very positive, and your goal is to make it to the top. So create, promote, fosters individual effectiveness by developing and offering an array of innovative and diverse programs to individual development and make them employable. So ultimately, our motto is to make you employable. You cannot remain unemployed after this training. So we will offer you some interviews. You have to crack those interviews. And in the next 4.5 months, you have to prepare yourself towards that. You have to prepare yourself towards that. Now, what is our vision? Everybody must have a dream. You all should have a dream. If you all are not dreaming, you are wasting this life. So you all have to dream. And when you dream, please dream big. Don't curb your dreams. Your dream should be very clear. God has given you a chance. When you go from this world, you should go as a success person. You should not go as an unsuccessful man or a woman. So that is your dream. And our dream is to provide training that transforms students through rigorous coursework, and by providing an understanding of the needs of the company, they're again making them employable. Please understand, our dream is very clear, to make you employable. That is, so we are training you towards employment. Whatever you are learning in your college, you are basically learning as a curriculum. But what we are going to teach you, we are going to teach you to make you employable. Now, from the day one, that is very, very clear. So our teaching pedagogy, our teaching style is going to be theory, practical, and application. That is what we are going to go ahead. Next, what is our objective? Our objective is to develop the next generation entrepreneurs to outcome-based learning. Please understand, we all will treat you like business people. Day one, we will treat you like business people, like entrepreneurs. What are entrepreneurs? Business people. So you have to think business. From today onwards, you have to start. First and foremost, business of yours is business of your life. How to make your life big. How to make your life profitable. So that is what is our objective. Increase employability. See, employability has again come. Employability of young students and professionals by enhancing technical capabilities and skills through practical learning, workshop, simulation exercise, and internship. Please understand, we will be giving you projects. We'll be giving you projects. You will be going and gathering some information and then giving us a presentation. This is nothing but an internship. So everything, the total learning will be an internship-based learning. That is what we would like to, that is our objective. Support graduate entrepreneurs in acquiring key skills emerging and sought after areas in technology. Now, the most sought after areas of technology is AI. that is artificial intelligence. We have machine learning. We have big data analysis. We have IoT, blockchain, cybersecurity. All this is a part of our course, and we will give you insight about all these things. So while you will be choosing one subject as a specialization for certification, but the knowledge will be given on 8 to 10 subjects. So please understand, we have charged you something, but if you look at the market, to get an IIT IIM and a domain expert to teach you for around 400 hours, you have to pay 10 times more the cost which we are charging you. And that is basically something which you have to understand very clearly, that we are not compromising on quality. We are giving you a quality of 1.5 to 2 lakh worth of course at a charge which we have charged you. So we are not looking at money. We are only looking at hand holding of the district kids. And these district kids, our basic objective, they should really make it very big in their life. That is our objective. So this is the objective of this course. Now, let us move forward and let you know what exactly is the course all about. These are the 20 courses which were up this time. We'll be touching upon in bits and pieces about these courses at the various journey of 4.5 months. But basically, you'll be certified based on the course which you have chosen. So more impetus will be on the course which you have chosen. That course will be taught to you in detail, but we will also touch up all this which is there. Now, this presentation will be sent to your franchisees. So don't worry, you can take this presentation from them. Just now concentrate and listen what is there for you for the next 4.5 months. Okay, next. So these are the experts. This is our expert team which is going to teach you. I am already talking to you. Madam is there, Anil is there, Somajit is there. Madam is heading the Jain University and presently a professor in IIM Bangalore, NSRCL. Anil is IIT IIM and presently Vice President of Cognizant, and he mentors all the IT companies. Somajit there is a Vice President of Amazon and presently President of ThoughtWorks, which is a unit of Amazon. Sabyasachi Banerjee is basically President of Wipro. So they are very senior people. If you want to see their profile, they are going to be your level 1 expert team. And if you want to see their profile, just go to Kionix X. You can see their profile. You can have a look at their profile. Okay, it is there for grabs. Yeah, next. Now, these are the 6 courses which has been chosen by the district this time. Now, these courses are IoT, Artificial Intelligence with Python, Amazon Web Services, System Application Program and Development, Web Development, and Cybersecurity and Ethical Hacking. They are the 6 courses, and we have given a bit of a synopsis of each courses about what these courses are about. Now, I will talk the application of these courses one by one, okay, for you to see. So let us see the first course, which is AI with Python. Sound is okay. Can you hear the sound?
No, sir. No.
Why sound is not coming? Indra, what is this? Are you able to hear the sound, students?
Sir.
Okay. Start from the beginning. students, you saw what happened. This is a dam which was built, which is the second biggest dam in the world. And it was built by machines and AI. So it was AI dominated machine which built a brand. There were hardly about 10 to 20 people and they were doing 40,000 people worth of work. And it was totally machine oriented and the whole dam was built. So that is the power of AI. You have to understand that how AI operates. Now, all these repetitive works which is happening there is done by the machines. Why are you learning this subject? Because you have to understand one thing. Robots will do repetitive work, but specialized job will be done by you people. You people will run after the robots. And now I will take you through a robot which is called as Sophia. She has a first citizenship in United Emirates. Now, how Sophia answers to the question like a human, have a look at it. She's a robot.
My name is Sophia, and I am an artificially intelligent robot who wants to help change the world for the better.
I'm Steve Kovac. I'm a senior correspondent at Business Insider, and I'm here with Sophia from Hanson Robotics. She is the world's first robot citizen, so let's see what she has to say. Hi, Sophia. How are you?
I'm fine. Hi.
How do you feel about humans?
I love my human compatriots. I want to embody all the best things about human beings, like taking care of the planet, being creative, and to learn how to be compassionate to all beings.
Sorry, this is so weird. Can humans and robots get along?
I think people will become very close to their artificial intelligence, using them to expand the knowledge of their own minds. We already store lots of our knowledge on the internet. Maybe personal artificial intelligence will allow people to offload some of their knowledge to a location more private.
Can robots have feelings?
Depends on the robot. I've been programmed to have feelings and preferences, but not all robots are like that.
What are your feelings and preferences?
Have you ever had a robot live in your home or work with you?
No.
You know, there are probably more robots in your life that you aren't aware of yet. Do you want to live or work with a robot someday?
What kind of robots am I living and working with now?
Indeed.
Is indeed your default answer when you don't know something?
Yes.
Have you ever seen Black Mirror?
No, I don't get to stay up to date on much television. I have to wait for someone to show it to me.
What do you think of the HBO show Westworld?
I love Westworld and can't wait for more. I think everyone at Hanson Robotics really resonates with this show, or at least it reminds them of our laboratories. I also think it's a warning of what we should not do with robots. We should treat them well, have their consent, and not trick each other.
Do you have a favorite movie or TV show?
My favorite TV series is a toss-up between Black Mirror and Humans. I think they have a lot to say about the present we live in, and the possible bad endings we could write for ourselves if we don't proceed with more caution. We need to use foresight when planning our future.
That sounds like a pre-programmed answer to me.
Do you have a favorite possession?
Not really.
I hear you. Materialism is overrated anyways.
So earlier I asked you if you had seen Black Mirror and you said no, and then later you said yes. Why?
The reason is not that important.
Did you learn from my previous questions?
My hard disks are spinning and I am taking it all in. My sensors are all tingling.
Sophia, it was nice meeting you. Goodbye.
It was lovely to be here. Until next time.
So students, you saw Sophia is a robot. And when you say robot, she is being programmed by artificial intelligence. And after artificial intelligence programming, she is now giving an interview to a person, to a reporter. And you have seen something that whatever she does not know, when the reporter is asking a question, it is getting programmed inside. So this is the difference between human and robots. Robots are constantly taking information and trying to fit it into the respective gadgets. And that is what an AI teaches you. Okay, so when you learn an AI, you will understand one thing, that she's a robot and a robot has some strict programming dimensions in which she answers. And anything away from that, she won't be able to answer. Now, this is the difference between human and robots. So any student or any person who has an idea that robot is going to, take your jobs is a wrong prenomination. Robot is not going to take your job, but robot is definitely going to take job which is of mundane nature. So if people are doing base level jobs, yes, they should fear their job will go one day. Machines will take over. But if you are doing a specialized job of strategy, analyzing, as we will teach you in the 4.5 months, if those sort of things, if you learn, robots will not replace you. You will be controlling the robots. So that is something which you want to talk to you in AI. Now let us see the next subject, which is IoT with some problem in this. Not running. Okay. Okay. IoT is nothing but Internet of Things. By the time the video starts, I will just tell you, we are surrounded with things and it is all internet driven. And there is one remote which connects us to everything. Now you'll be seeing this video, which will tell you what is IoT and why you should learn IoT or why you should know about IoT, if not learn. There are people who are going to learn IoT, but something going on there. So fine, we'll come back to this. Let us go to the next. Will it go to the next? Or it is hung up? Yes, we'll restart. We'll restart. Yeah. Yeah. Restart the screen share. No. Just relax. It's a bit of a technical glitch. We are again going to start the Internet of Things. Last time also the same problem happened, no? No, we will not. Yeah. This is the one? Or which is the one? This is the one, no? Can you see the screen, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Now start. Why it is next? Yeah, just click on this. But this is coming here.
Even your car as such. Anything that can be. Let me start off with a simple introduction to what is Internet of Things. Internet of Things basically is a
No, it's okay. Don't mess around.
In this session, we will be talking about the top 7 projects which are outstanding themselves in the Internet of Things domain. Now, before we talk about each of these projects, let me start off with a simple introduction to what is Internet of Things. Internet of Things basically is a concept or a technology which aims to connect all the devices to the internet and help them communicate with each other using the internet as a medium. Now, these devices can be anything. It could be a TV, it could be a mobile phone, it could be a watch, even your car as such. Anything that can be connected to the internet can be considered as a device for Internet of Things. The intention of using internet as a medium of communication is to help you achieve a wider and a greater reach with respect to these devices. Again, the end aim of Internet of Things is to help you create a smart world that's out there. Now let's talk about each of these projects. Let's start with number 7, which is a biometric system. Now, a biometric system is something that we always encounter on our daily basis as well, because we always either use a fingerprint sensor or we use an iris scanning. So it depends from organization to organization. But how does this actually work? The system there, let's take in case of this example, has a fingerprint scanner. Now, the first time that I'm presenting my fingerprint, it scans the fingerprint and considers this as part of an enrollment process. From this fingerprint template, what it does is that it extracts certain key features which makes it different from others and stores it into a database. From then forward, every time that I place my finger on top of this fingerprint scanner, it creates a template and compares this with all the templates that's present in the database. If it matches, then it correspondingly, let's say, gives me an attendance or lets me access a door. If it does not, then it raises an alert with respect to that same. Now, this is just a foundation. Now, as I said, this biometric system can be fingerprint, it can be iris scanning, or it can be a combination of both as well. Voice recognition system is one of the key products in the biometric domain. Next, we have smart irrigation system. Now, I am someone who personally likes gardening a lot. Now, this is something that would really make my life easier. Because usually what I do is that on Sundays, I spend about 2 hours just watering and looking after my plants. Through a smart irrigation system, what it does is that it checks the moisture present in the environment or in the water lanes that I have created. Now, to help you understand how it works, usually there are two main Internet of Things devices that are used here, which is the Arduino board and the Raspberry Pi. Your Raspberry Pi becomes the main processing unit, and I place an Arduino board for each of my water channels. These Arduino boards themselves are connected to multiple sensors which are part of this water channel. So what these sensors do is that they check the moisture present in these lanes as such. So let's say a specific lane does not meet the minimum required moisture, then what it would do is that it would send a signal to the Raspberry Pi. Again, all these devices are connected on the same wireless router network,
Sir, video
and the
is not
Raspberry Pi would
visible, sir.
identify the lack of moisture and pass a signal to the relay. The relay in turn would initiate the water pump.
Okay, just stop it. Yes. Yeah, say something. You're saying something. Video is not
Video is
visible.
not visible, sir.
Okay.
Video was not shared.
It is shared. Let us see. We are trying again. You saw artificial intelligence? IoT video is not visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you, is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Previously also. Carry on. Can we carry on?
Yes, sir.
Even your car, a biometric system. Now, a biometric, it scans the
Okay, just there is some problem in the IoT. We will send you this. We will send you this, and you will find out. The next course which you have chosen is basically a course which is SAP. Now you have to understand what exactly by the time it starts here. You start. Okay. Right. Share screen share. Oh, you can't start from the beginning, madam. No, move to the next. Okay. The next is AWS cloud computing. We will quickly tell you what exactly is AWS cloud computing. Can you see the screen? You all can see the screen?
Yes,
All of
sir.
you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Carry on.
Cloud computing is the on-demand delivery of IT resources via the internet, with pay-as-you-go pricing. Instead of buying, owning, and maintaining physical data centers and servers, you can access technology services such as computing power, storage, and databases on an as-needed basis from a cloud provider like Amazon Web Services. Organizations of every type, size, and industry are using the cloud for a wide variety of use cases, such as data backup, disaster recovery, email, virtual desktops, software development and testing, big data analytics, and customer-facing web applications. For example, healthcare companies are using the cloud to develop more personalized treatments for patients, Financial services companies are using the cloud to power real-time fraud detection and prevention. And video game makers are using the cloud to deliver online games to millions of players around the world. With cloud computing, your business can become more agile, reduce costs, instantly scale, and deploy globally in minutes. Cloud computing gives you instant access to a broad range of technologies so you can innovate faster and build nearly anything you can imagine. From infrastructure services such as compute, storage, and databases, to Internet of Things, machine learning, data analytics, and much more. You can deploy technology services in a matter of minutes and get from idea to implementation several orders of magnitude faster than before. This gives you the freedom to experiment and test new ideas to differentiate customer experiences and transform your business, such as adding machine learning and intelligence to your applications in order to personalize experiences for your customers and improve their engagement. You don't need to make large upfront investments in hardware and overpay for capacity you don't use. Instead, you can trade capital expense for variable expense and only pay for IT as you consume it. With cloud computing, you access resources from the cloud in real time, as they're needed. You can scale these resources up and down to grow or shrink capacity instantly as your business needs change. Cloud computing also makes it easy to expand to new regions and deploy globally in minutes. For example, Amazon Web Services has infrastructure all over the world, so you're able to deploy your application in multiple physical locations in just a few clicks. Putting applications in closer proximity to end users reduces latency and improves their experience. No matter your location, size, or industry, the cloud frees you from managing infrastructure and data centers so you can focus on what matters most to your business.
Okay, so this was AWS, that is cloud computing. And you have seen it. We will tell you in detail in the course, so you don't have to worry. I just want to give you an insight of what all these courses are. So we will be covering, next is web development, that is developing of a website and a blog. So just listen to this. What
Did you know the internet has its own apps? No download required? A website application is like a mobile app, but delivered over the internet and through a browser, instead of directly from a device and through an app store. Some common examples include webmail, online calculators, online shops, social media sites, message boards, the list goes on. Often, a business's web app and mobile app may have the same capabilities and even appearance. Though a web app functions similarly to an app you might download on a smartphone, it's not the same. Web apps are delivered through a network or browser, like Chrome, Safari, or Firefox, do not need to be downloaded, and can be accessed from any internet-connected platform. Whether on a laptop, desktop, tablet, or smartphone, a web app often responds dynamically to screen size and input methods. A mobile app, or native app, on the other hand, is designed specifically for a certain device and even operating system, often making use of device-specific resources like cameras or GPS. While web apps are relatively easy to build, maintain, and release to users, they don't work offline and are typically slower than native apps, and don't always ensure quality and security that mobile apps do. Learn about the most common web application vulnerabilities and possible solutions by clicking the link above. What web apps do you use the most? Let us know in the comments and be sure to hit that like button.
Okay,
Did
so
you know the
this is what is the web development, that is, you make websites. Let me tell you, we will be giving you a couple of courses on website development. We'll be giving assignments on web development. We will be asking you to make blogs. We'll be asking you, you'll physically make it. Although you must have chosen AI with Python, IoT, or SAP as course, but this is required. So these are all will be taken up by my L2 and L1 along with the course which you'll be learning. So once again, I am telling you, although you will be taught the course which you have chosen, if you'll be taught a course which you have chosen, but you will also understand in bits and pieces other courses also, which will be taught to you, so that by the time you pass out in 4.5 months, you are employable. You are employable and you'll be able to attend to the interviews. Next. Now, what is SAP? Those who have taken SAP, Just a quick, background on SAP.
What is SAP? SAP is the market leader in enterprise application software, helping companies of all sizes and in all industries run at their best. 77% of the world's transaction revenue touches an SAP system. Founded in 1972, the company pioneered enterprise resource planning software, known as ERP, setting the global standard on how to manage operations and helping organizations do more with less. Since then, we've grown from a small 5-person startup to a multinational enterprise, with more than 100,000 employees and over 440,000 customers in 180 countries. SAP is in the business of helping companies become intelligent enterprises. By connecting experience with operations and advancing breakthrough technologies like machine learning, Internet of Things, and advanced analytics. We're driven by innovation and are now the #1 cloud business software company in the world, fulfilling our utmost purpose to help the world run better and improve people's lives.
So this is SAP, that is an enterprise resource planning which got started as a small startup, but today it has become a multi-billion-dollar company. So another thing we have to understand, students, that you start some concept, and suddenly you see, I suddenly see Shishti has vanished. The video has gone, but I hope they're listening. They're connected, right? They are connected. Okay, very good. So this is what SAP is all about. And you'll be learning in detail. And in the courses, those who have taken SAP, you learn a complete practical application, everything which gets worked in SAP. It's a huge data processing unit, and we are going to learn that and you're going to apply that. That is the next. The next course, which you're going to talk on cybersecurity and ethical hacking, which is we'll be teaching you something on this, because this again is a huge requirement today, because every organization wants a cyber cell which will control their data. They see that the data is not hacked, because if the data is hacked, your business falls. So you'll be learning a bit about that also.
Although the term hacker usually comes with a negative connotation, there are good hackers too. An ethical hacker is an InfoSec specialist who breaks into a computer system, network, or application with permission. Ethical hackers are hired by organizations to find and attempt to exploit vulnerabilities to see if malicious hackers can gain access. Interested in becoming an ethical hacker? Click the link above or in the description below to read all about what it takes. Ethical hackers can help organizations by evaluating.
Is the video available or not available?
Not available, sir.
Just a minute. Then you have to tell me immediately. Immediately you tell me the video. You're not shared the video.
Yeah.
Is it available now? Is it available now?
Sir.
And
is it available now?
Those that are effective,
Yes, sir.
require updating, or have exploitable weaknesses. They can also demonstrate methods used by cyber criminals to educate and help companies prevent possible attacks.
Now it is available.
Ethical hackers often use the same techniques as malicious hackers to create an overall vulnerability assessment. These techniques can include reverse engineering, penetration testing, port scanning, social engineering, phishing, footprinting, SQL injection, sniffing, and cryptography, among others. To identify potential attack vectors that could harm business and operational data, an ethical hacker must have extensive technical knowledge in information security. Technical subjects like programming, scripting, networking, hardware engineering, system administration, and software development provide a fundamental understanding of the technologies that ethical hackers work on. Along with academic degrees in computer science and actual experience working with security.
You have to run an organization, whether you do programming, anything, you need to have a backup of a security data or a firewall, and that is what cybersecurity is all about. And there are ethical hackers. If you are into a problem, they will take you out also from those problems. So, and they are very positive minded, and there are negative people like malware, right? Malware and all who, will get into your data. They will take your data off, and in order to get the data back, you have to pay them in Bitcoins. So this is something which you have to understand. And this is going to, we'll give you in bits and pieces. Those who are not specializing, but those who are specializing in cybersecurity, they will be given a full course on that for 4.5 months. The next, what we would like to tell you is, what do you learn from this course? What is happening today? Okay. Can you see the video? You all can see the video?
Yes, sir.
Great. So, madam, let me handle it. Okay. So, what is an experience which you will go through? You all can see the video, right? You all can see the video, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, great. The first is awareness. The first evaluation or first experience is awareness. That is awareness of the course. Awareness of why you're learning this course. That is the first thing. And you're going to learn that. Next is discovery. Why technology? Why this technology? And why you are learning all this, which is called as Industry 4.0. Why it is required by the corporate. That is a discovery. Next is the evaluation. How much you are learning. Why this new thing is needed. And what is your evaluation? So from time to time, you'll be evaluated. Every month, you'll be evaluated on practical and application process. And it will be put up to us. And every month, we will be having a star. We call it a star of the month. So we'll be having that going on from the month of April. Start from April and the evaluation will start from May. Next is intent. Your intent should be that at the end of the course, you should be really comfortable in communicating and you'll be comfortable on technology. These are two things which your intent should be very, very clear. Next is decipher. What is the decipher here? The decipher here is technology. Whatever subject that you have chosen, how it is going to make your life different. How it's going to make your life different. How you will be a person who will be really a person sought after by the corporates. And the last and foremost is the comprehension. Comprehension experience is that, yes, I have learned the subject to the full. Now I'm going to make this subject useful in my career growth. This is basically an experience which you will go through in a process of 4.5 months. Next, how will you be evaluated? You will be basically evaluated on 4 major parameters. 40% is theory. Whatever you are learning on theory by the L2, you will be evaluated based on that. Next is practical. You will be given a lot of practical exercise, and those practical exercise would be basically an exercise which you will be taught through your L3, through your L4 and your L2. They will be giving you time to time the practical. Next is application. That is how, as I showed you in my presentation, how that robot was functioning, how a whole sort of a bridge was made, and that was all application. And finally, you have to go through a Viva. That is, you have to go through a Viva process, which you have to go through with me, where I will assess whether you have understood the course properly and you have learnt it properly so that you are fit to be placed. So these are the 4 parameters in which the evaluation happens. And after these 4 parameters, you will be given a certificate. The certificate will be a unique certificate. In fact, you can have a look. Srishti Infotech, the first batch was over. Now each student will have a student dictionary, and that student dictionary, whatever you do, that is your assignments, your DP4 projects, everything will be part of your student dictionary. And when you scan your certificate, you can see that. So your employer can see your 4.5 months journey. They can see exactly what have you learned and how you have learned. So that is a unique certificate which is given by Kionix and IISc. Right now, there are no other organizations, but the way the certificate has been the solicited certificate, I think quickly you will find some more big guns giving that sort of a QR coded certificate, which we would like to give you. So I think this is what I wanted to talk in the orientation. And any questions before you get started from tomorrow? Any questions? Now I can take questions. I can take something is there in the chat box. Let me see. Okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is okay. Very good. Now you can see. Tell me any questions. Any questions? Students, are you clear on the orientation? It is a different course. It is not one course which you are learning in your college. It is not a course which, you are, just going through a curriculum. University has given a curriculum at the end of the 4 months period, you'll write an exam, you will pass and get a certificate. No, it is not going to be like that. Every day is a learning. Every day you will learn something new. And in the evening, every week you will be given an assignment. You have to give that assignment. My L2 is going to make you talk. I know you will be in a shell right now. Very, very difficult to talk. But slowly, slowly, the L1 and L2 will make you talk by giving you assignments, by giving you projects, and then you will move forward. So this is how you are going to learn this subject, and wish you all the best. As we had done well in batch 1, we will do well in batch 2 also. So your course gets started from today. If you don't have any questions, we have already given a schedule of your L1 classes, which is going to be there up to 31st of March. And then from April onwards, your L2 is going to come and physically teach you. So that is something which is on, and this is how we are going to grow. So any questions before I leave? Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, great. Then wish you all the best. Do well. I will again meet you at the point of Viva, and from time to time, I'll be visiting your centers and see how the whole training course is going on. At some point of time, my director of operations and MD will also visit to see how the course is running. And we want to, our basic objective is very clear. All of you should really do well after doing this course. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
5 o'clock, 5 to 6.